I like to transfer into booths um, whenever we're over at restaurants because then they allow me to get out of my wheelchair and transfer, you know, somewhere where I don't have to spend so much time trying to maintain my balance. Whenever I'm sitting in the booth, then it's cool because then I'm, then my gives my back a little bit of a break. Um, but I also have to make sure to put my wheelchair cushion underneath me. What I like to do is I like to, uh, of course, first transfer onto the booth, and then it's nice to have a little bit of space on the sides of the booth so that I can scoot over a little bit, and that way I can put the cushion underneath, put the cushion on the part of the booth that I'm not sitting on yet, and that way I can just transfer right on top of the cushion of the seat with no problem really whatsoever. The And the good thing also about it is about transferring into booths is then I don't have to worry ever about whether my legs are going to be too high or not. Because sometimes whenever I pull up to booths in my wheelchair, then my legs will actually hit, my knees will actually hit up against the table, or sometimes I won't even be able to get that close to the table. I'll have to, sit to the side, sit sideways, whenever we're at a restaurant. I mean, the most preferable thing to me whenever I'm going to a restaurant, I mean, it's nice for people that are able-bodied to be able to sit down and to eat, and that kind of gives them a little bit of a break off their feet. My feet don't bother me too much. I mean, of course, they're always kind of tingling or burning. And it doesn't matter if I'm sitting down or laying down or whatever. But people can sit down, and that's a nice moment of rest for their feet, and so it's relaxing somewhat. But for me, it's not too relaxing to sit in a restaurant, and I mean the most preferential way that would be very relaxing to me to sit into a restaurant or to be in a restaurant would actually be laying down on my belly while I was eating at a restaurant. That would be the best for me. But because that way I don't have to worry about if I'm going to get pressure sores on my backside or not while I'm eating, and then I can kind of take my time while I'm eating and not have to worry about wanting to get things done and stuff like that. But the second best, the second best alternative is to use my wheelchair cushion, because I really haven't had a whole lot of skin breakdown when using my wheelchair cushion. So that's why I always take my wheelchair cushion off of my seat, the wheelchair cushion seat off of my wheelchair, and then I transfer onto the booth, and then I put the wheelchair seat underneath me, and then I transfer on top of the wheelchair seat, and that way I know the cushion, and I know that how it's going to affect how my body's going to handle it, if it's going to give me breakdown or not, and so I don't have to